Manchester City won, Liverpool won, and by the sound of my throat, you can hear that I was down with a cold for a little bit. I know I've been away for a while, but I'm back, and we are going to talk football, and more specifically, what this means for the Premier League title race. Hi guys, my name is Izzy, and if you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything I do and to let YouTube and everybody else know that you are enjoying this content. But let's zero in on today's game, where Manchester City were taking on Liverpool, two title rivals, two of the teams that have given us the closest of title races over the last 5 to 6, 7 years. Now, Manchester City came into this game knowing that they're playing at home. This is their opportunity to land a punch down to one of their title rivals. And so it came as Erling Haaland was able to score his 50th goal in just 48 appearances for Manchester City. I mean, this guy is phenomenal. You have to really think about how many strikers we've seen have a short impact on the league and then either wither away, or some people who ended up becoming good strikers towards the end of their careers. I mean, you have to think about the likes of your Jamie Vardys or your Ian Wrights, the ones who just got better as the years went by. But Erling Haaland is one of this new breed of players, including your Mbappes and whatnot, who just every single time they go out on the pitch, you expect them to do something. It's phenomenal what he's doing in the league. But what he happened to do today against Liverpool was that he scored his 50th goal. And with that, Manchester City were trying to steal a charge on Liverpool. The game was a match where Liverpool didn't start well. And Manchester City knew that if they were able to try and press their opponents effectively enough, they would be able to nullify them. You have to think about their appearance last season at the Etihad, where they won 4-1 en route to winning the treble. Now, today's game was punctuated with a lot of mistakes from Liverpool as far as Alisson was concerned. He was jittery all match, and Manchester City were seeking to try to take advantage of that. The good thing about Liverpool is that for whatever reason, they seem to get better as games wear on by. And this is one of those games, like, for example, when you think about the Wolves game, where they were able to come from 1-0 down after a very strong Wolves performance in the first half. You think about this game and you can see sights of that. Towards the end, when Alexander-Arnold was able to snatch an equalizer, Liverpool were starting to grow into the game. But they didn't have that many chances, but neither did Manchester City. This game was not a match of clear-cut chances where you're always holding your head in your hands wondering, where did that chance go? It was a very strong tactical game from both sides. Liverpool knew that they wanted to stem whatever tide they're going to get from Pep Guardiola's team. They were also missing Jack Grealish, who was out sick, and Doku took charge of the left-hand side, and Phil Foden was not his mesmeric creative style again, and for whatever reason, it just seems as though Manchester City needed the assurance of a second goal to put Liverpool away. And I think that if they would have gotten a second goal, that definitely would have settled the tie. But Manchester City were just not able to break Liverpool down. They did take advantage of some of the jitteriness that Alisson had, and you could see even with the goal that they conceded, Alisson probably should have saved that shot. I know that it was coming at him with pace, and it had a slight deflection, I think, from a challenge when Haaland shot it, but you still could see that Alisson was the weak point today for Liverpool, which is pretty uncommon. He rarely has matches like these, but that was what Manchester City sought to try and take advantage of. They sought to press him. You could see it during the corner kicks. You can see that Manchester City had an eye to try and make him as uncomfortable as possible. But the fact that Liverpool were able to steal a draw today speaks a lot to where Liverpool have come within such a short period of time. The midfield is still being rejiggered, nicely and slowly, and the Liverpool don't seem fallible, and that's a very good thing for them. Even when they don't play well, whether it's a first half or second half performance, they always seem to come out with a point. And their only loss so far is the Tottenham game. They lost unfairly. They should have had a goal, and their performance warranted something despite being down to 9 men. So either way, Liverpool are showing that they are able to go the distance. And I've been saying it for a while. Liverpool are a team that should be taken seriously, probably even more seriously than Arsenal, simply because they have shown in years past that they are able to take on Manchester City. And the fact that this game was at the Etihad, best believe that when it goes back to Anfield, this game is going to have nothing but sparks, because Liverpool know what they need to do when they're at Anfield. And this season, they're already looking like the team that is going to be extremely hard to beat at home. If anyone manages to win at Anfield, they will have fought very hard for those 3 points. As far as Pep Guardiola, you can see some of the spikiness at the end. I don't know what happened with Nunes, but you can see some of the spikiness because he probably feels as though his team should have won today's game, and marginally they were better than Liverpool. Liverpool just have this ability to stick into the game. Now, as far as what means for the rest of the other teams, Arsenal play later on, and they're going to be trying to steal top of the table when they face Brentford away. That's going to be a very tough game. This is going to bode well for Liverpool much more than it will for Manchester City. Liverpool just did not want to lose this game, and for Manchester City, they are not having it all their own way, which is a good thing for the league. I do still think that they have some growing pains because they don't have Riyad Mahrez anymore. They don't have Ilkay Gundogan. And now they're relying on Nunes and Doku, who are new to the team. They're going to have a bedding in period. And once they stick, you can already see it from Doku that they are going to be phenomenal players, but not just in this game. Anyways, guys, what do you think? I think it was a just result. I think Manchester City shaded it, but Liverpool keep on showing their powers of recovery, and they will keep on doing that for the rest of the season. I do think it's going to be a tight title race. I can see it possibly being between the top 3 as it is right now: Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City. I do still think Manchester City have the edge over the other 2 teams simply because they just have slightly better players. They have more continuity. And even if they lost 2 of their most important players from last season, they're going to be able to do whatever they need to do. And the fact that Liverpool were able to end this long winning streak at home for Manchester City also tells you a little bit about Liverpool. They have some cojones, they have some guile, some character, and it'll take a lot of displacement to move them from that top 3. But anyway, guys, it's nice to talk to you. Good to see you again. It's Izzy. Peace.